Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Today we are back on MONSTERTECH, doing something similar but a little different, I suppose. Maybe. This time, I'm kind of calling it van life. Moving around in my Cutter Rambler, living out of the back of it. Not really staying put anywhere in particular, like I would with the off-grid, Astor's clearing. But I suppose it's more truly off-grid. There is nowhere I call home outside of the back of my ship. And I figured the Cutter Rambler would be a nice one for it, due to it having that little table inside as well, so I can put any of my findings on the table. So the plan today is just some nice chilled out gameplay while we fly around looking to see what the verse has to offer. Don't know what we'll find. I may head into some of the derelict settlements. Not the ones like Astor's or whatever, not the ones where NPCs are supposed to be living, but more the derelict ones with the hostile NPCs. See if we can find some good gear there, some collectibles, some artifacts as well. I think that would be kind of cool, collecting those and maybe selling them. I think selling is still a little troublesome at the time. I don't think you can sell directly from the back of your ship. But hopefully, like, one thing I would like to find is a box. What is that down there? Is that a building, I think? Yeah, a box that has come from a destroyed ship that I can use to store my gear in. Yeah, that's just part of the structure. There is an A2 here. In fact, that's it there. There's also a Mustang Alpha just over here that seems to be powered on, but just kind of sitting there. I don't know if it's owned or not, because we still can't tell if ships are owned, which hopefully we'll get a fix for soon. They did kind of mention recently that even though the issue council may say that something is fixed, it might not be for that patch, the next patch. It could be for one in the future rather than one that we kind of have immediately coming. So, in particular with the RMC, or selling the RMC from the dedicated salvaging beam or tool, I'm hoping that that fix will be coming in sometime soon. That would be nice. Also, something that I have found seems to be working so far is when you're logging out in a bed, planet side, being able to sort of not parking your ship where there is heavy traffic. For example, at Astor's clearing, inside the compound, where many ships will come and land and so forth. Parking it further away would be a much better idea, as you are more likely going to be able to come back in again in that location. Because I think what's happening, or what we're kind of determining is happening, is that players' ships are parking on top of you, and when you try and spawn back in, there's a ship there already. So yeah, it's advisable, even if you're off-gridding at a location like Astor's, park your ship away from the main location. Anyway, what I might do is see what missions are available and head off and see what we can find. Maybe starting with checking out one of the decisions. I would like to go to one of these derelict settlements and see if I can find some stuff, but they are dangerous, so maybe we need to get some stuff first. I don't know, we'll be back once I've decided. I've decided I will go to one of these derelict settlement places and see, just sort of scope it out. I've got to be very careful because an enemy cutlass can spawn in and will destroy my ship if I'm not careful. So we'll have to park it somewhere where I can somewhat protect it from that cutlass. And without a weapon, without any armor or protection, I am going to be really cautious about this. And if it looks like it's getting too hot, I'm going to bail. Now, the reason I'm going is because, firstly, I'm just checking it out. I'm not going to go diving in. And potentially I can get myself some good weapons and armor maybe to sell as well. I'm not going to wear Nine-Tailed gear. Or maybe even dusters. I think certain dusters factions are found around these settlements. We aren't too far off now. In fact, we're just over it. And this one is near New Babbage. We've got one further over there. And then one on New TOBII, which I'm not going to be able to get to unless I have a spacesuit and helmet. There's my little bobblehead as well. Don't think he really reacts. So yeah, just checking it out, playing it cautiously, seeing what we can find, and looting if I can. But not necessarily trying to complete the mission. I would rather just use this to loot. I'm actually going to try not to do any missions for this kind of this video. I'm just going to use them as location markers for interesting locations, and then that's it. Okay, here we go. Let's go into actual SEM mode. Not that I'm planning to take on the cutlass. Okay, we'll just do a flyby. We have part of the settlement up here, and then the other part of it down there. And there is a storm, which is not going to make it helpful. It's not going to be helpful anyway. But plenty of place to put the ship to kind of keep myself protected. So I decided, oh boy, okay. Oh boy, they're angry. Never mind. I thought I would land quite close for the sake of being able to get back on the ship quick and take off if a cutlass did come in. But maybe we've landed a little too close. They are aggressive. Now the trouble is, if I do shoot them, it's gonna cause them to, I think that's what causes the cutlass to come in. The small arms fire is not gonna do much damage. The shields should be fine absorbing it. Maybe we could take those guys out with my weapons and just see what happens. Yes, I think we'll do that.
Let's see what's going on.
So that seems to have worked. As much as I don't tend to engage in the combat side of things all the time, I do enjoy it sometimes. And now we should be able to loot these guys and at least get some weapons. And maybe some other kind of loot. We'll see what we can find. I'll leave the door open for now. No sign of that cutlass either, which is good. What I'm going to do is quickly put on the armor. Well, actually, no, I won't. in that tower. He's sat in there in that tower looking down at me. I'm trying to get to a bit of cover. I think. Okay, no it's not. Whew. That looks like an enemy helmet. Just quickly take this off. But we have got some other armor there. I'll take that. I don't know if I can carry this. Doesn't look like I can put that down. Oh, we've got some artifacts. A Tavaran war medal. Damaged, mind. That's a comport. Right, let me just get looted off camera while it's still light, and then I think that's supposed to be cloth. It's not quite working though. And then we'll be back in a sec. Whew, it is pretty wild out there. I've managed to find myself that. Oh, I've grabbed that helmet. I've grabbed the undersuit and the armor, which I am now wearing. Just something to kind of give me a bit of protection from all the craziness outside. But I can't find the other people's weapons, so what I'm actually going to do is go down into this little area down here, with a weapon and see if I can take out anyone down there. But I've got to be careful because I haven't got any chest armor. I might just stick some chest armor on. There we go. The nice new P4 from Bearing. Very nice. Updated. Right, that's good. Oh, actually. Well, there's all my clothing. What I might do is, I think I've got 2 of those, so let me stick that one there and I'll keep that weaponry. Let me head on down. So this looks like the landing pad where the Cutlass would come in. That's good to know, considering my ship is up there. See anyone down here? someone. Try and push around. If I hear that cutlass, I'm bailing. That's not a good way to go. Man, this storm is crazy strong right now. Don't want to get between the two outposts, but I just need to clear this side. The torch isn't really helping. It's a bit flary. It looks like there was only one here. Let's get looting him. Now let's push on to up here. Again, I'm not here to do the missions. They're just markers. If I can get away with not doing any missions, hang on with the box here, and just living my way off grid out the back of my van like this, then I will do so. Collect all the artifacts. That's what we could be, a treasure hunter. It's now dark. Looks like the storm is starting to pass. Ooh, a box. Nice, multi-tool, excellent. I've joined direct message. What's this incoming call? Hang on. Comms? Hello, Primal. Can you hear me, Prime? Can you hear me talking? I can't hear you. I don't know if he's reading me or not. Oh, he's just sorting out his comms. Typical, right in the middle of recording. I'm just in the middle of recording, mate. Are you alright? It looks like the storm has now gone and there is no one else around here. So we can at least do a bit of looting in peace. Let me just see if Primal's alright. Oh boy, I can hear a vehicle. There's a cutlass coming in. I'm making a run for it. Oh no! Hopefully he's just going to land down here and leave the ship alone once he gets past a certain angle. Oh no, he's gonna blow it up. Oh, damn it. I was hoping he would just come in and land, but he's actually going to destroy the ship. Oh god, come on. Oh, look, there's a space station up there. That must be Port Tressler. Oh boy, I don't know if we've got time to do this to get out of here. It's worth even trying to engage with small arms. Oh, I hope I've got time. What Primal's doing, I can see his face. Oh boy. Stop, 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 stop. Come on, we've got to get out of here quick. I'm not even going to bother shutting the door. Let's get moving. We're almost destroyed. Come on now, come on.
Engines online.
Come on, up, 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 up.
Front end.
Well, that was an interesting turn of events. I think I ended up... I was almost out of there. I think I would have gotten away with it if I hadn't have literally flown into the Cutlass. I believe he was right in front of me, but I couldn't see him because I was too busy panicking and getting out of there. To be fair, my cutter took a good beat in there. Usually, it would have blown up long ago, but this time it seemed to survive somewhat, so very happy to see that that's got a bit more oomph to it. Yeah, we'll get back to doing some more of this van life stuff. Unfortunately, I'll have to start that afresh because I've lost my ship. But that is the way it goes. Just some random off-the-cuff gameplay, I suppose this will be. It definitely seems like it's getting a little smoother today without much crashing going on, which is good. And yeah, hopefully we can get to doing more of these sorts of things without worry of the game throwing me out. So... anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. There is plenty more gameplay videos coming. Not going to try and be too specific about how I go about doing it or, you know, worry about the end result of what happens because that is Star Citizen, I suppose. What happens, happens. Live and learn in this case. Do come and hang out over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. You are all more than welcome over there. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. Huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.